Kigali, with population of more than 1 million, is the capital and largest city of Rwanda. It is situated near the geographic center of the nation. The city has been the economic, cultural, and transport hub of Rwanda since it became capital at independence in 1962. The main residence and offices of the President of Rwanda are located in the city, as are the government ministries. The city is coterminous with the province of Kigali City, which was enlarged in January 2006, as part of local government reorganization in the country. The city's urban area covers about 70% of the municipal boundaries. History: Kigali was founded in 1907 by Dr. Richard Kant under German colonial rule, but did not become the capital until Rwandan independence in 1962. The traditional capital was the seat of the Mwami in Nyanza, while the colonial seat of power was in Butare, then known as Astrida. Butare was initially the leading contender to be the capital of the new independent nation, but Kigali was chosen because of its more central location. Since then the city has grown very quickly and is now the major political, economic and cultural center of Rwanda. Beginning on April 6, 1994, Kigali was the scene of the Rwandan genocide, the slaughter of approximately 1 million Tutsi by Hutu militias, and some members of the Rwandan army. There was fierce fighting between the army and Tutsi-dominated Rwanda's Patriotic Front. Although damaged, the city's structure has recovered. Geography: the city is built in hilly country, sprawling across about 4 ridges and the valleys in between. The city center is located on one of these ridges, with the main government area on another. The tops of the ridges have an average elevation of 1,600 meters, while the valleys are around 1,300 meters. The bigger houses and office buildings tend to be on the tops of the ridges, while the poorer people live in the valleys. The city is ringed most of the way round by higher hills, with some suburban sprawl rising up these. The highest of these is Mount Kigali, with an elevation of 1,850 meters above sea level. Climate: considered a tropical savanna climate typically with a pronounced dry season. The Köppen climate classification subtype for this climate is or. Cityscape: Kigali houses several memorials, museums, and centers dedicated to the Rwandan genocide, including the Kigali Genocide Memorial Center. Other museums include the Kant House Museum of Natural History. Urugwiro is the official residence of the President of Rwanda. It constitutes an entire village within the Kacyiru district of Kigali. The city has international-class hotels. Some played a role in history. The Mill Colonist in the Kivu area. This hotel became a refugee center during the genocide, as famously depicted in the film Hotel Rwanda. It is also the setting for the famous novel Undi Mancha la Piscina Kigali, by Quebecer Gil Quarter-Mancha, and its movie adaptation Undi Mancha Kigali. The Kigali Serena Hotel, formerly known as the Intercontinental Kigali, formerly a Belgian-owned hotel known as Hotel Diplomats. The hotel was briefly portrayed in the second half of Hotel Rwanda. It was later bought by the Intercontinental Hotels Group and remodeled in 2003. Kigali Convention Center, currently under construction. Economy: mines for tin ore have operated nearby, and the city built a smelting plant in the 1980s. Business in Rwanda has been growing in the 21st century, and many new buildings have arisen across the city, including the BCDI Tower, Centenary House and Kigali City Tower. Tourism provides important input into the economy. National economic background: Rwanda's real GDP growth averaged 8.3% between 2002 and 2009. Per capita GDP grew in those years by 252%, from $206 to $520. While 47% of Rwandans enjoyed clean water in 2000, the figure grew to 75% by 2010. While 78% of the country was considered poor in 1995, that number stood at 57% in 2009. Government: Kigali is a province-level city governed by a city council who appoints an executive committee to run the day-to-day operations of the city. The executive committee consists of a mayor and 2 deputies. The city is split into 3 administrative districts: Gasabo, Kicukiro, and Nyarugenge. It contained parts of the former province of Kigali. Rural education, colleges and universities. The administrative head office of the University of Rwanda is in Kigali. The Air College of Science and Technology campus is in the southern part of Kigali, at Avenue de l'Army. Kigali Independent University has a Kigali campus. Primary and secondary schools. Lycée de Kigali is the second-largest secondary school in Rwanda, after the Groupe Scolaire in Butare. Green Hills Academy, in the upscale suburb of Nyarutarama, is a top private school, offering IB at A-level, and the Cambridge International Program at O-level. It is a PASCH partner school offering German. It has a 50/50 English-French curriculum as well. École Antoine de Saint-Exupéry de Kigali, the French school, is in Kigali. École Belge de Kigali, the Belgian school, is in Kigali. International School of Kigali is also in Kigali. The Earth School. The International Montessori School of Rwanda is a private preschool and elementary program serving children ages 2 to 12. Transportation. The city has an international airport, Kigali International Airport, with passenger flights to Amsterdam, Brussels, Nairobi, Entebbe, Johannesburg, and Istanbul. The airport is somewhat limited by its location on the top of a hill, and a brand new one is being considered in the Nyamata area, some 40 kilometers from Kigali. There are several daily coach services which depart from Kigali to destinations in East Africa. Most leave from the Nyabugogo bus station. These services include Jaguar Executive Coaches, which connects Kigali to Kampala, the Ugandan capital, via Gatuna or via Kayanza and Kagatamba. Akamba Bus Services, which runs services to Kampala, Nairobi in Kenya, Dar es Salaam in Tanzania and Mombasa in Kenya. Onitracom Express, a Rwandan government service using quite basic buses, running between Kigali and Kampala. Yahoo Car Express, a minibus service running between Kigali and Bujumbura in Burundi. Kampala Coach Limited, which runs services to Kampala, Nairobi in Kenya, Dar es Salaam in Tanzania and Mombasa in Kenya. Kigali is the hub of the Rwanda transport network, with hourly express bus routes to all major towns in the country. The major nationwide companies are Atraco, Stella, Omega, Okapi, Impala, and Onitracom, which offers a big bus service, while Volcano Express, Virunga Express and Onitracom, Mahabura Express serve specific destinations and follow a set schedule. There are also taxi minibus services leaving from Kigali, which also go through to the major towns, but some of them stop frequently along the route to pick people up or drop them off. Public transport within Kigali is exclusively by taxi minibus routes, connecting the main hubs of Mu in the city center, Nyabugogo, Kasiru, Kimironko and Ramora. Similar to the national taxi minibuses, these services wait to fill up before setting off from the terminus, then pick up and drop off frequently en route. Kigali has many taxis, which are generally painted white with an orange stripe down the side. There are also motorbike taxis, which offer a service similar to a taxi, but for lower prices, typically in the range 300–1000 FRW. Future. Under a master plan for 2040, Kigali will be decentralized, with business, shopping, and leisure districts and suburbs. The plan calls for skyscrapers, arching pedestrian walkways, and green spaces to be built, alongside amenities such as fountains and a wetlands conservation area. In addition, there will be an effective public transportation network. However, among the most pressing problems is affordable housing for the majority of the city's population, and a number of schemes are under consideration. The city's population of about 1.2 million is expected to triple by that time.